So guys, we're doing astrology today. I'm gonna reveal my people's personal information. Um, what we're gonna do, I want to see something on here. And I'm trying to, the main point of these videos is so people can get a trained eye for patterns, for seeing symbolism. You know, especially for people who have schizophrenia who can see patterns, I want to create a way where not all of them, but certain ones will be able to figure out. I think that eventually, I think anyone could, but I want to provide a way to bring a structured symbolism and structured pattern recognition and make sense of things. And I keep things truthful. I keep things grounded. I keep things, when we talk about news or anything about the future, I keep things grounded. I try to keep them. I use another point of reference. It's not just coming from my mind. I know what's about to happen, but I use these points of references as philosophies that people can look into. So it can encourage people to have new hobbies, and see things differently. Not so much critical thinking, but be able to discern things like this means that, and it's grounded with reality. It's not just your mind projecting on itself and validating itself and confirming itself through yourself, but having a outward reference point. And that's what I make these videos for. So I haven't, like I said, I haven't done this. I don't look at astrology before I make these videos. But I'm expecting certain things. And this one, I wonder if I want to do something different in this one. I want to do something different. Let's see if I can do it. Settings. All right. I'm looking at ChatGPT's information here. I'm turning off its memory. I want to do something different here. I wanted to start with a blank slate, see if this works without creating a new account. So, if I take it to, let's do a transit. That is not what I wanted to do. New transit date. All right, so that would be 2030. All right. See if that updated on OBS. Screenshot. And I'm going to say analyze this chart. If this, hopefully it doesn't have memory, or else I'm going to probably have to I'm going to have to use my other ChatGPT account. I have another one. Alright. It's not looking at memory. Okay, so it's transit for May 4th, 2030 against the birth chart of someone born on March 5th, 1989. Sunrise. I'm reading here to see if there's anything catching my attention. Very strong Aries, Gemini, Capricorn energy, action-oriented, mentally agile, and disciplined. This individual may be assertive, independent, fast-moving, intellectually curious, communicative, structured, but may deal with authority control issues. Deep psychological shifts, power struggles, and control issues could impact long-standing structures in life. Maturity, reality check, potential burnout or responsibility peak. May feel tested or restricted in identity, self-expression. All right. Upheaval, unexpected changes can bring liberation or instability, especially in worldview or career. Liberation, midlife crisis marker. Excellent spiritual growth, emotional healing, and depth in personal or creative projects. Influence may blur desires, cause idealism or confusion in love, sexuality, or money. Watch out for illusions or escapism, especially in relationships. Karmic turning point, redirection of life purpose, revisiting core life themes, possibly reevaluating destiny path. Alright. It sounds generic though. Like a generic. Around the age of 41. Revisiting core life. Alright, I just read that. Signify a deep stripping away of old identities and roles. Not an easy time, but pivotal for long-term growth. New ideas, unexpected news, or drastic changes in communication patterns could arise. Forces review of past life directions versus new ones. If off track in purpose, this period brings recalibration. This is a highly transformative period for the individual. All making major aspects, this points to a life restructuring rundown. While it may bring pressure, limitations, and unpredictability, it offers immense potential for reinvention, awakening, and purposeful living. Alright, that was generic, but people who can, let's say you have schizophrenia, I am making a point here. If you have schizophrenia and can see those patterns, you will understand exactly what it's saying. I understand what it's saying. It does sound generic here and there, but for the person who it's speaking to, you would definitely see what this is leading up to. I will say this. I'm gonna speak at a deeper level here, so this isn't gonna be for everyone to understand what I'm saying. I'm speaking at that frequency. Let me see if I can try to do this. When the plane flies, on the third day, go where you need to go. What I mean by that is, go where you need to go. Go to the heart of the city. In the city in Kiev, the city is Kiev. But go to the heart of who has the authority, who is the part of the council. Go where you need to go, who is part of the council. referring to the Jedi Council, on the third day after the plane flies, I decided to change that. I decided to change the date because I wanted to feel as you have a choice, even if you don't have, even though it's all written, all placed before you. I want you to make the voluntary decision to go. On the third day after the plane flies, which would be May 4th, because May 1st is when the plane flies. Maria, you know where to go. I just explained all of it. Even an average person could understand what I just said. Um, but they'll be expecting you when you go there, to the right person who's going to fulfill that. That's a prophecy. When you go there, you will be what you need to be. You'll be expected. That is, if everything is true, everything lines up, and it seems like everything is, that when this happens, when you watch this video, do what you have to do. That's all I can say. Do what you got to do, and we'll work from there. So that's the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I enjoy doing these videos, even though they don't make a lot of sense to some people, most people maybe. But eventually things will come to alignment, and people will say, "Oh, right, that's how that happened." So I'm telling you the why for the years and everything. But I think that and that things will be better. Um, that things will make sense to the people, and they'll be like, "Wow, he was saying this entire time, and I didn't see it." Some of you get it. Like I said earlier in my other earlier videos, I said, you guys already, some of you already know how this is. You can see through all of this. You can see the underlying logic behind it all, and you can see past the the astrology, ChatGPT, and all this. You can see behind the name. You can see behind all of this, and you see the truth for what it is. So, and eventually everyone's gonna hit that point, and it scares me. It terrifies me. But as long as I know that I'm not alone, it'll be okay. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.